Positively Muskegon, Andy O'Reilly today down at the Maze Right Media Center. You know that guy over there, Paul Billings, my good friend, who runs 103.7 The Beat and M106 here in town, two great local radio stations where local is the biggest part of everything they do. And how long have we known each other? 15 years now?
It's been a long time.
It's been a while, man.
You're a veteran, man.
We're getting gray. We're both getting gray. A little Just for Men going on with you?
Right, yeah. It's there. It's hiding, but it's there.
That's right, man. Let's start off today. I want to talk about your trip coming up. This is a big deal. You're taking how many kids to Africa? And let's talk about this experience for them.
Six kids total, high school kids, 5 kids from Muskegon Heights, 1 kid from Orchard View.
Okay. Talk about this opportunity for these kids.
Well,
I mean, we all come from somewhere,
right?
And we're all Americans now. That's how it kind of works.
Right.
I'm from Ireland.
Right.
I know that's if I ever had the chance to go, I'd go in a minute.
Right. The O'Reilly thing.
Yeah,
that threw me off. No,
honest to God, you know what? I took that ancestry DNA thing.
Right.
It came back to the county where my family was from.
Oh, wow.
With results. So, I mean, we've all got our heritage. We've all got our lineage.
Gotta go, man.
And these kids are getting a chance that they would never have otherwise to go back and see
Africa,
where everything starts for Africa. Talk about this trip.
Well, you kind of hit it on, man. Having a connection to where your roots are. Growing up not knowing your history, there's an empty piece.
Yeah.
There's a void in your history, and so Africa gives these kids a chance to see where they come from. Not only that, though, to see how people in Africa survive with not a lot of money,
right?
And how they're happy, how they're working hard every day, how they're maintaining their African culture, and how love is in the air.
Sure.
And everything's
You've been multiple times.
Oh, yeah, a bunch of times.
Talk about. Yeah. I mean, you give us a little background there.
Every image that you see about Africa, once you land there, it wipes it all out.
How so?
Because the image you see in America, you only see the poor kids.
Yeah.
Way out in the villages, but it don't show you the urbanized area where they have the big buildings, fancy cars, where probably 80% of the population is in the city area.
Sure.
And you don't see that life and how people carry themselves, the love that's in the air. And for a black man to see somebody that looks like you in a positive manner from the time you get off the plane to the time you leave, you see black people in positive situations, in control.
Yeah.
It does something to your mind and tell you the possibilities. We know in America we got a lot of opportunities, but sometimes you got to see it. You got to see and believe it. People in Africa work very hard, and to see them get to the level where they at and go there and to see all that, it gives you a little comfort. And look, I'll come back working harder.
Yeah.
I'll come back, feeling empowered.
Yeah.
And that's what I want our kids that's going to come back and be an ambassador to make Muskegon Heights a better place.
And I think it's incumbent upon all of us to do just that. We've talked at length, and I've always said that we're better together.
Exactly.
This idea of this neighborhood, that neighborhood, and somehow we're not all connected. And the more and I got to be honest with you on this, the more time I have spent at the Heights High School, I came to the Christmas tree lighting this year.
Right.
The more events and more things I found my way into in Muskegon Heights, I believe that where it says City of Friendly People, I believe that now.
Yeah.
And everybody that sits in their own little pockets of, this neighborhood, that neighborhood,
right.
It's shameful because we are better together as one. Right. And I do believe it's in like any neighborhood, it's not perfect.
Right.
There's problems in Muskegon, there's problems in Fruitport, there's problems everywhere, there's problems in the Heights.
Right.
But these kids that live here, do they believe what they hear in the media? Because that's a big thing of what I do, is to say that there's a better side of everything.
And we thank God for the positivity of Muskegon, because perception sometimes can become people's reality if you get to see it, but the kids know better because they live that life.
Right.
And they know the life that they're living, but it makes them feel bad because it really... We do get some good footage now, thanks to you.
Well, and other people are trying too.
Other people are trying, but they need that.
Yeah.
Some kids come from not the best background,
right?
And they already have enough negativity in their life, and they just want to graduate and be better than the previous generation. All the kids I talk to, I mentor, you can talk about certain situation they put their head down, but when you start talking about the future and what they envision 10 years from now, that's when their head come up because they're more optimistic about their future.
Sure.
And that's what we need to install into these kids. And that's one of the main reasons why we're taking these kids to Africa, because I believe they're going to come back changed, and they are not going to take any excuses for success. They are going to be successful in life. They are going to go out and work harder, and they're going to be able to encourage other folks that, hey, with all the resources we got here in America, we can do anything we want to.
Anything.
That's right. I'm a prime example.
Yeah, absolutely. You and me both.
Yeah, you
I mean,
Yeah.
two guys that everybody kind of wrote
Right,
off.
right.
You know?
I mean, look at us. I mean,
Here we are doing our
I'm
thing.
a college dropout.
Yeah, me too.
See?
I went and spoke at a career tech fair the other day, and at the end of every talk, the teacher in the classroom, she would say, "How much college did he have?" And those kids in that thing, they're all like, She goes, "He didn't have any. He grinds it out. He works hard."
Exactly.
And that's the kind of thing.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the trip.
Yeah.
The long flight.
Yeah.
Rob's nervous about it. We talked to Big Rob before we came on camera. He's all jittered up about that.
Yeah.
But when you get there and you get on the ground, is it all going to be educational, or is this going to be an opportunity for these kids to just kind of have some fun too?
Education. The whole trip
Yeah.
is educational. We will have sometimes some fun.
Yeah.
We're going to go to some schools. We're going to go to the mall. We're going to go to the beach. But a lot of education.
Yeah.
Going to the slave castles, going to the University of Ghana, college campus. We're going to be going to the U.S. Embassy.
That's a big deal.
It's real huge.
Yeah.
Thanks to Congressman Bill Heisinger.
Okay.
Who did that for us. Man, it's rare that you get an opportunity to go inside an embassy in another country from America. So we're going to do that. We are going to church. We got a lot of stuff in store. We're going to the village
Cool.
where I'm a chief at. So they get to see the traditional area. People that don't have water, don't have running water, don't have electric. They just live off the earth. They're going to see those people. That's way out. So it's going to be an education for them, and some entertainment. We're going to hang out. We're going to enjoy the culture and talk to people, and hopefully exchange numbers and try to learn from each other.
Let me ask you this: with you've been over there multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
How are we seen as Americans when we get over there?
Wow, that's two sides. Black America is seen through the same media prism as in America. So Black America, you have these reality shows. You got the BET shows that's shown. They see Black America in a bad plight.
Do they?
Oh yeah, and then the regular America, the media, CNN's a dominant media player.
Yeah.
You see them in every country I've been to. So they dictate the news stories, and they see America news through the eyes of CNN on BBC, and it is the main opportunity. I mean, they see the fancy cars, they see the money, they see the actors, they see all the fancy things about America, and a lot of Africans' dream is just to come here, to visit, or to come here to get education, or to come here and live, because it's the land opportunity. So they do see that side.
They do.
Yeah.
But when they're that far away too, do they see the stuff where we struggle? Do they see that we're all trying to?
The struggle they see is the plight that blacks go through.
Yeah.
They don't see poor whites.
Yeah.
Because that's not really on the international news channel.
Right.
Fortunately, it depends on what cable provider you have. You get to see CNN, then you get to see CNN International.
Yeah.
CNN domestic, CNN International is a whole different feed.
Yeah.
And in that different feed, it shows different types of news clips.
Isn't that
and that's
something?
what the rest of the world see.
Isn't that something? How they can take that news
From the same center in
same
Atlanta.
center in Atlanta and make it, and that's the same thing too
Right.
for any of these big multinational companies that broadcast. Al Jazeera,
Right.
I think they've got different feeds
Branches.
for different places.
Yep.
I think the BBC has different feeds
Yeah.
for different places.
Fox do. They go
Fox,
by,
yep.
go by Sky News.
Isn't
owned
that
by,
something
owned by
that-
the same company? Yeah.
All of our countries get given a little bit different twist
Right.
on the stories.
So yeah.
And in reality is that every America, England, wherever, there's all probably the people that have to struggle, the people that just get by,
Right.
the people that are doing a little bit better than the rest, and then the top 1%.
That's right.
It's everywhere.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
And they don't let up. Talk about the cost. Is there a way that people can help?
Oh my God! Yeah, they can help. Please, if
Okay.
you got to make a donation. No, this was something we thought of in December, and it ended up. It was a good idea, but I wish we would have waited a year. But I was like, you know what? I want these kids to go.
You
right
gotta go.
now.
I
You
know
'cause
the
I was
feeling.
taking my staff. I said, no, we can't go there. I can't go back to Africa without taking a kid.
Yep.
And so it grew. We've been able to raise, I think, $3,900 so far. We paid about $950 per ticket for the kids, so we up about $5,600 for the round trip tickets. We paid about $1,300 for the vaccination for the yellow fever. We paid about $900 for the passports. We paid about $360 for the visas.
Wow.
And we got for the kids portion of the hotel, we got $2,000 in the hotel. We're paying $1,000 for transportation. So it ended up adding up to about $12,000 in totality. So anything that people can donate will help.
Sure.
We're going regardless, but it would help us out as a nonprofit if people can contribute. I didn't want to wait till I get the money then go. I wanted to go. Even if,
And you know what? That's sometimes what you got to do.
yeah, go on faith.
You know what I mean? You got to go on faith and just know that it'll work out some way, shape, or form.
And so the cost is free to the kids. These kids
aren't paying a penny.
We didn't want them. 5 out of 6 kids come from single family homes.
Yep.
5 out of 6 kids have never been on an airplane. And
What are they thinking about, Pat? Are they freaking out?
this is exciting.
Or are they cool?
They want window seats. And
Yeah?
they're like, hey, we get y'all window seats so they can see the world, And so this is exciting, and it's exciting for us to see that our kids are excited.
Absolutely.
And
That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. If somebody came to me and said, hey, we want to take you to Ireland or Africa or wherever.
You gotta go.
Yeah,
man.
okay.
And this is my philosophy, man. I've been to Netherlands, man, and I think it's so important that Dutch people go back to Netherlands, connect with your culture. Where are you from? Ireland? You got to go back to Ireland, connect with your culture, man. It's a special thing when you get to where you're from. You feel it. You get the vision of where the route your family had to take to come here, and you get to appreciate where you at.
Yeah.
Because the reality is, Andy, we are living a dream of our ancestors.
Yeah.
Everybody came to this country, besides the one who was slaves, came here with a vision for a better life.
Right.
Majority came for a vision of a better life. And we are living products of our ancestors.
Yeah.
And so we owe it a sense of gratitude to go back to where they're from.
Yeah.
And maybe try to make their place a better place, because a lot of good people left.
Yeah.
So
I'm smelling what you're selling, man. I love it.
Yeah.
I really do.
Yeah.
We'll put links. Can I link them back to the website for the station?
Yeah.
If they want to make a donation.
Yeah, I got a PayPal link we have up at the radio station.
Yeah, I can do that too. And then make sure you share some pictures when you're out there.
Yeah.
You'll be a world away, but we're just Facebook, and
Facebook.
and we want to see what's going on during the trip,
We will.
and we want to share what these kids are experiencing with the rest of Muskegon and in Muskegon Heights.
We got to come up with a hashtag. We're gonna think of something as a hashtag so we can hashtag every time we do a picture.
Yeah.
So, and we got.
I haven't figured those things out yet. Hashtags. I don't know nothing about hashtags. But just share some pictures into Positively Muskegon. Have the kids share it. Let's talk about their experiences. And then when you get back, let's sit down with a couple of them kids.
Oh wow!
And I would love to get their take on what they saw and what they did. I think it's essential to, this is a great story coming out of Muskegon, and I can't applaud you enough for what you're doing for these kids. And I think honestly, when where they're way down the line, they're going to look back at this as probably one of the greatest things that's ever happened to them.
I hope so. I hope it is a pivotal moment in their life.
It is.
And that something clicks on, that it is something bigger and better outside our community.
And when you're leaving when?
Next week, Thursday.
Next week, Thursday.
Yeah.
All right.
20th.
The 20th.
Pray for us, man.
Flying out on 420. Look out.
Yeah.
It's going to be a great trip. We're going to follow it right here on Positively Muskegon. If you've got a couple of bucks you want to throw this guy's way, please do. You'll find the links right here as well. Good luck. Safe travels. Thanks for what you do for the community, and thanks for what you're doing for these kids. It's pretty remarkable, Paul.
Thank you.
I know you're awful humble.
We love Positive Muskegon, man. This God is good.
We're doing what we can, man.
Yeah.
Paul Billing from The Beat on his way. It's Ghana, right?
Yeah.
Ghana. Africa. What a trip. What a great thing for kids. Paul, thanks.